Hello guys, my name is Alex Gomez and welcome to my channel. On today's video we're gonna be sculpting a concept from Trisha Lauren, Selena Gomez, and let's get to it. So I'm gonna start with a Dynamesh sphere. If you don't know how to get this sphere, you can just go and press the comma key like I always do in my videos and get a Dynamesh sphere like whatever of these ones. Okay, I'm gonna turn off perspective off. I'm gonna press the comma key to get out of there. I'm going to scale this a little bit down and I'm going to start making the shape of the head. Scale it down a little bit more right there. I'm going to get the move brush, make sure that symmetry is on. If it's not on, press X and let's get the shape of the head of our character. I like to do the perspective off in the beginning, so I can get like a better smooth it out a little bit. Let's do like that egg shape that I always talk about in my videos. Something like that, perfect. So this is gonna be the blowout. Let's smooth it out a little bit. I'm gonna turn off the floor because it's super distracting. The sounds looks kind of like good for now. Something like that, perfect. I'm gonna append. Let's go and subtool append, and I'm gonna append the neck. So select the neck, scale it down, and sorry about that. And let's see. So I have my cylinder, and this is gonna be the neck. It's gonna kind of like stylized long neck. So let's see, something like that. Kind of like it works good. One there, perfect. Then I'm gonna append another sphere. Make sure you press X in this one to activate symmetry. There you go. Let's scale it down. And let's make the torso right here, something like this. Rotate right there. Use the move brush and start moving this like that. Let's go here, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna append another one. I always appending a lot of stuff, like just for blocking out. Make sure you turn on symmetry. Let's take this, something like that. No, okay, like a nice shape there for the chest, the abdomen, and let's get append another sphere. Wow, you guys, I do append a lot of stuff. In this case, I'm not gonna turn symmetry on because this is gonna be the shoulders right there. Perfect. So you see my video how to block out and like a sculpt and stylize like a female bust. You can just follow along to that video and see like my process to get this block out better. But anyways, I'm still like following it right here as well. So now that I have kind of like shoulder here, I'm going to see plugin and I'm going to do subtool master mirror and mirror here on X. Make sure symmetry is on. Perfect. So I have this, and then I'm gonna kind of like duplicate this guy here, the neck, and I'm just gonna move it down, and this is gonna be pretty much the arm right there. Okay, the arm I'm just gonna leave it by itself. I'm not gonna merge it down or anything like that yet. Trying to get like a nice forms here. Okay, something like this. Okay, perfect. Let's take this one and move it down so I don't merge it together. I'm gonna leave it at the end. I'm gonna merge it, not yet. Okay, so let's see plugin mirror. Okay, perfect. Make sure the X is there, and that's good. That's cool. I like kind of like the long necks for the stylized characters. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know, it's just my style, I guess. Let's fix this a little bit right there. kind of like that. Perfect. And let's take the torso here and let's go this up here, get the traps a little better. Perfect. So I'm going to start merging down. So let's merge down. Merge down. Okay. Merge down. Okay. Merge down. Okay. And merge down. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now I have all this merged down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dynamesh. So dynamesh this all together. And now I have like the shape of my character Selena Gomez, kind of. I'm gonna use the clay build-up and I'm just gonna kind of like rough it up, like really where the traps are going, you know, like this part here, like that, where the clavicle goes, kind of like this. Take that off. Add some more here for this part. It's kind of like pretty, like roughen it out. You know, take that part here and let's create the post. So let's go like this way here, something like that. You can add like a 2 spheres or something like that, but you know that this will work as well. Okay. Perfect. Add some more volume here. Smooth that out a little bit. Let's use the move brush here. Okay, something like that. I'm not getting into details at all. I'm just kind of like you know, defining shapes pretty much. And let's keep going with this. Let's see, CV, clay build up here, and we are going to shape a little bit of that part here. Okay, to the armpit. Let's smooth it out. Something like that. Okay. This color is this. And let's give a little bit of gravity to this part here. Okay, let's see. Let's move this part out. As you can see, like I always like to keep moving things out, like you know, like I really always say that you guys should always kind of like move things out, move it out, and move around, and make sure that your model looks good. That's kind of like the main thing, that the model looks good. Okay, something like that. Let's take this a little bit like this. Okay, and let's curve here, this part, and smooth it out. And now you see, like we're getting like the shape of it. I'm not worried about the back. It's kind of like, you know, like some of the models, like you just care about the what is in front of it, but like, you know, like it just depends of each person. But you know, I sometimes kind of like, you know, my models are always like put them like that. If you're working in production stuff, like, you know, like for example, like you're working doing like an actual model for you know, like let's say a game or an animation. Yeah, for sure you guys should like, you know, do the proper pieces, like the front, the back, and so on. But for this one is just okay like that. I'm gonna use the knife brush, the knife curve right here. I'm just gonna cut it right there because I'm not gonna need the rest. I'm just gonna I like a nice pose like this, something like that. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm just gonna start working on the face. And probably like I have, probably my neck is super long, so I'm just gonna fix this out here. I'm just gonna try to move, oh no, invert the mask, and let's move it here down, right there. I know it's kind of like gonna look a little bit weird, but I'm just gonna Dynamesh this and fix this part here. Like it doesn't matter because I haven't gotten into any details in the face right there. So let's see. I want to get that jaw properly. Perfect. It's good. Okay. Let's go like that. Okay. There you go. So let's mark. Let's make this a little bit like that. More egg shape right there. So I have to see where the eyes are gonna go. So B, C, D, and let's see. The eyes are gonna go right here, right there, like the nose and the mouth. Kind of. Let's see. I'm gonna carve some of the face, kind of the face, but the eyes, the eye socket. Boom, Dynamesh. Something like that. Smooth it out. Perfect. Let's move this part here, and let's add the nose. I'm just gonna add the nose with the clay build up here, and Dynamesh this. Okay. And you guys don't worry about how this looks like that, because definitely this is gonna look super bad when you guys start working on a character like that. You know, so kind of like you see that you have your planes here. You have the nose, and then you have this part of the cheeks, and then you have this part of the mouth right there. Kind of like you work on planes like that. And in this part, we have to pull it out a little bit. There. And let's with the pinch brush, I'm just gonna kind of like accentuate that jaw right there. And right here, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take some of the mass or volume here. Okay. So obviously that's looking funny, quite funny. And I'm just going to build them out right there. Boom. Build this part, building, Dynamesh, keep building right there. Okay. So that's looking all right. Okay, something that I can do here is turn on perspective just in a bit. I'm just gonna append another sphere. Okay, so this is gonna be for the nice ears right there. So let's rotate this. On there, scale this down. Let's move it to the side. And I'm just gonna do it like that. This way I don't want to cut it and do some stuff. So this is gonna be the ears right there. Something like that. And I'm gonna inflate this part here. Okay. And I'm going to rotate this backwards. Like that. Right over here. Put the nose, then the nose, then the ear right there. So that looks good. And let's plug in. I'm just gonna duplicate, but I'm not gonna Dynamesh the ears yet. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's work on the face a little bit more. Let's make this bigger. This. Okay. Let's BDS time standard, and to see where the nose is gonna be, right there, and something like that. Perfect. And I'm gonna bring a paint and more spheres for the eyes, and let's rotate these and around that area. And I'm sorry, I've been like so not lost, but missing in action in my social medias and YouTube lately. Like I just haven't had like a really crazy time at work. So I'm gonna mirror this, and okay, perfect. So yeah, it's been a little bit difficult and challenging. Lately I haven't had much time, and I've been like super tired after I get my work done. So I've been a little bit absent to it. Okay, let's duplicate and scale this up, and let's cut this that way. Cut the whole way, the whole thing right there. Perfect. And just gonna move like that. Probably gonna dynamesh this thing. Oof. I'll put this resolution to 56 and dynamesh. Let's see. There you go. And that's for this. It's here. Right there. Something like that. And let's duplicate. I'm gonna duplicate this. And it doesn't matter if I rotate it like that. I don't care about what goes in the back, but let's see. Because it's gonna be dynamesh anyways. Let's get like a really nice set of eyes. Right there. And let's get these ones and bring it down here. Something like that. Put this out a little bit. And something like this. Let's take this one and something like that too. Okay. That's it for that. So now we're getting something. We're getting somewhere, I would say. I'm gonna fill this out here, right there. And I'm gonna fill this out as well here. It's part of the cheeks. And as you can see, this is just like a really super low res, just blocking, you know. Yeah, perfect. And it's working the mouth. EDS, I'm going to get the mouth. Something like that. I might have to up the resolution a little bit. A little bit higher in this. So let's see. Let's dynamesh at 256. There you go. That's much better now. And I can just work on no details, but a little bit more cohesive with what I want. I just want to give the shape of the lip very like more round, right there. And she has like super big lips. And so let's see. I have the time standard right here, and let's do this like that. Nope, invert this. Perfect. And I have to move this out here like the lips, something like that. Okay, something like that as well. Perfect. So let's do the other lip, but before I do the lower lip, I'm just going to clay build up here a little bit down and just build this kind of like that. Add a little bit of polling here as well, and let's add this part right there. Okay, and let's see what I have here. I have the damn standard, and I can just go like that. And I can take this lip and make it a little bit bigger. It's just like big lips. Done. And let's move this part of the jaw up, out. Okay. It's kind of like getting there now, you know, it's not like, okay, perfect, done standard, and I'm going to kind of build the nostrils a little bit better here, okay, and let's take these two, right there, boom, 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 something like that. Yes, quick holes here. Okay, something like that. Okay, and let's see. Maybe let's work on the mouth a little bit more. Something like this. Nice smile, and those lips. Those lips like that. Let's move them out. Like this and this. Like that. And PCB. Let's see where we go here. Those lips are super big, kind of like here, but yes, but not yes. They look like that because, like, you know, it's still like a lot of like a lot of work to do in this part as well. So it's not like super done yet, but we're getting close to it. Okay, I need to BDS. I kind of like want to get this part a little bit more of detail. I'm going to carve a little bit there, and let's add something like this here. Okay, and you're gonna see like once I go and get everything here together, you're gonna see like the big difference. It's gonna look way nicer. But it's a matter of patience, guys. You know, it's part of the process. Just you just have to keep working on it. Keep improving, and you know, don't give up. Never give up when you're sculpting, because there's gonna be phases where things are not gonna look good, but you have to keep going in that part. Okay. There you go, that's looking a bit better. Okay, so now that I have that particle cloud, pretty much I have this almost not done, but almost kind of like ready to Zremesh this. And after I Zremesh, this is supposed to look way different. Not way different, but it's gonna be a little bit easier to make, okay? Because this is pretty low res, but once I Zremesh, this is gonna look much better. Okay. Okay, so that's the face right there. And let's take the nose a little bit there, and this a little bit. Just a little adjustment that is gonna make a big difference in your molds. Also, this needs to be forward right there. That looks perfect. Awesome. So let's do some work on the ears. So ears are separate. Let's Dynamesh this. It's gonna be too much, probably 256. Dynamesh that. And let's do clay buildup right here, and I'm gonna like carve this part here like that. I'm just making sure that I'm not affecting anything in there. Okay, something like that. And then I can just take this one as well and like create something like this, a hole, and use this part here like that. Okay. And I should have just put symmetries. You see, I forgot, definitely forgot symmetry. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to Control Shift, and I don't know if I can cut this out. No, I can cut that out. I can just select rectangle. I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to go geometry, modify topology, and delete hidden. Now I can just go back, see plugin, and mirror, and there you go. And make sure you press X. Okay. So just keep kind of like modifying this part here like that. Okay, something like this, and something like that. Okay, that's looking quite good, I would believe. Something like this. Let's do the eyes, back in the eyes, eyelids, the top one. I'm just gonna move this one like that, make a more round in this area, and this one is gonna be more round in the back. This one down. Don't turn it up because it's gonna look weird. So something like that, more round. This. Okay, so I think that's looking quite right. There you go. There you go. I want to work on the face a little bit more. Can I make it a little tiny bit more cute and chubby? So I'll work on those cheeks there. The mouth a little bit smaller. And this part cuter there. Right there. So that's looking good, I think. There. There. Perfect. Okay. So something that I should do here is to I think it will be to merge down merge down the ears, no cancel, almost merge down the eyes, merge down the eyelids, down, okay, and down, okay, perfect. So what I can do, I can just Control D just to get it like a more resolution right there, and I can just Dynamesh in 512, and it's Dynamesh that, so I don't lose kind of like some of them, the details right there. You see those details right there. BDS, and just gonna go like that here, and list like that. Okay, and let's take the pinch brush. Look at how much change the mouth right there. Okay, there you go. So that's looking much better. So something that I have to do here is pretty much, I'm just going to smooth out the transition between this highlight and here, right there. A little bit smoother. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good, right there. That's pretty good. That's what I'm looking for. Let's adjust the head here a little bit. This part. You know, sometimes you just have to move around and adjust stuff. So there you go. So now that I'm kind of like happy with this part, I'm just gonna duplicate this one just in case, just so I can keep the reference. And I want to Zremesh. So for Zremeshing, I'm just gonna use the Zremesh guides. I'm gonna decrease my brush size, and I'm going to start doing this process of Zremesh. Like if you want to see, I have a couple videos, or one video, that I walk you through how to Zremesh your models. Now I'm gonna go right in the middle, right here, all the way up. Let's go this. Let's go this with Alt. Right there. Okay. And in this one, I'm just gonna go the nose, something like this. Perfect. Just kind of like getting those nice loops. Then here, I'm just gonna go with the mouth. Oh, that doesn't look good. It's probably gonna go from here, there, and from here, there. Oop. Take that one. And let's do this. Boom, right there. Let's take the lip. Oh. Just gonna go back. Right there. Let's take the mouth. Right there. Let's take the chin. Up. Let's take this up, and this goes down, and this goes all the way around. Perfect. So now that I have that, I can Zremesh. So this Zremesh, just as this, and let's see what we get. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's wait. It's gonna take a second. I'm gonna pause the video until it's done. Perfect. The Zremesh is done. I'm just gonna hide my original one, and look, I have kind of like a nice topology that I can work with. So this is pretty. It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent to work with this. It's not like a perfect for animation or things like that, but I can just start working with that. Oh, but I messed it up. Something that I messed it up. That's my original one. Let's see. Two. I forgot to add the arms for it. Oh man. Okay, so let's delete this one. I will have to do the process again because I forgot to add the arms, and that's an issue right there. Boom. Go back all the way there. Let's go get the arms. Control D a couple of times, and let's move this like that. Okay, then just gonna move this down, and let's Dynamesh this. So Dynamesh, no, merge down. Sorry, merge down. Okay, and Dynamesh. Okay, so now I can just get those shoulders better. I'm sorry about that, guys. Totally forgot about the arms. Can I smooth this part out? Okay. No, that's too much. It's going to. Okay. I might adjust that after when I do the topology. So I'm gonna do the topology again. So I'm just gonna pause the video. You can go back and do the topology again, but I'm gonna pause the video, do the topology fast, and go back to it. Okay, so now that I have my new topology down, I'm good. I'm just gonna work on some of the proportions here. So for example, the ear. I'm gonna manage the ear a little bit like that. Okay. And I can start getting into some details. So I'm gonna take the polyframe off. I'm gonna do Control D a couple of times. How many times do I have? Let's see, geometry, 4. That's good for now. Let's see, let's start with the mouth. So BDS, time standard. I'm gonna go down with this. And let's create a detail right there. Something like that. Okay, here a little more like that. Something like this. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to shave the part a little bit here. Let's take the alpha, put this alpha here, and let's shave a little bit of this part. And smooth, shave, and smooth. This for the lips. Okay, I'm going to do the lips now. The upper lip first. Let's do the lower lip first. Let's see. I need to modify this mouth a little bit more. Something like that. I'm gonna go back with the PST, the standard brush. Let's bring it down. And I'm gonna go the other way. Like this. Smooth it out. It's kind of like give a little bit of definition right there of the lip. Okay. Now that I have this, I'm going to mask with the mask lasso. I'm gonna bring this up so I can work on my upper lip better. Let's unmask this here. There you go. It's much better. Okay. And let's make these nice lips, BST. And I'm gonna go here. Nope. Something like that. Okay. I am going to bring this up. This. This down here. Smooth this out a little bit right there. Okay. And I'm gonna release the mask and bring this in tiny bit because it has kind of like a fish shape. CDC, and I'm going to take this like that. Like that. It's good. Okay, I'm gonna work in the nose. BDS. And I'm just gonna make these holes right there. Let's see the nose. Let's use the easy polish and let's polish a tiny bit here and smooth out. Okay, and here BDS, and I'm going to take this right there. Smooth this out. Okay, something like that. I might have to probably add a little bit of resolution here. BDS, let's cut the lip a little bit here. This. And let's fix this part. I'm going to mask this right there. Boom. Okay, I'm going to inflate this part. Very subtle. So as you guys can see, like I like to kind of like go kind of like back and forth between some of the things, because sometimes things look different that I don't expect to look. So kind of like I go work on the mouth, work on the nose, and then I see like a different results. Okay, that's looking better. Okay, right now I'm gonna go with damp standard. I'm gonna put a little bit of lazy mouse in the damp standard, probably 210, I would say 10, 12, something like that. Take this like that and smooth it out. Smooth this out. And like this one, how it is. I'm gonna move this part of the eyelid right there. Let's smooth that out. Let's take the pinch brush and I'm gonna pinch this right here. And I'm gonna pinch this too. Oops. Okay, damp standard. And let's cut this a little bit here. Just like that. Okay. So we're getting like a nice shape of our character right here. Let's go to the pinch brush and I'm gonna pinch the ear from here all the way down. We need more geometry in that part or subdivisions. CBC, CBC, no, BCB. Clay buildup. Just put this like that. Smooth. Okay. Move the ear tiny bit. Let's pinch this part here. Something like this. Yes, much better. Let's fix that so this doesn't look like that. Yeah, that's perfect. CBC, and we're gonna add some more in here. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. I'm not that happy with the mouth, so I think I need to do something here. Oops. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Let's see, yes. Okay. I need to define the lips a little bit more here. Let's use the pinch brush and let's see what we get. Let's pinch this and then smooth that out. That's good, I think so. Yeah, as you can see, like the geometry is not going like that good. I might have to Zremesh this thing, maybe, and apply another. Maybe project. Probably that's what I want to do. And let's see. Okay. Just a little adjustments I like to do on this. I don't really like how the geometry is looking here. Okay, let's see. Let's pinch this part a tiny bit right here from this, like this. And just smooth this part. Okay, right there. And definitely our model is gonna look so different when we start adding some eyelashes and some also some eyelashes and what else, and and eyebrows. Okay, I'm gonna fill this out a tiny bit here. Like this part of the cheeks and this part. Let's polish this here. Oh, I was polishing, I was supposed to move, so let's move this tiny bit down. Okay, perfect. So we're getting like a nice shade there, so now I can just, for example, change this to skin shade. Kind of like a good one to do. And I can too, let's see, make a skin tone. And I can there, and I can fill object right there. And now that I have that, I can start working on my eyelashes. So let's do the BSD, and I'm gonna mask this part, not like that. I'm gonna mask freehand. I'm gonna do something like that for now, and I'm gonna start adjusting this like this. Like that. Big eyelashes. Okay. Yeah, I see that this is going too back, so let's fix that before I do the eyelashes. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Sometimes you have to fix some of the stuff before you kind of move on. So things that are not looking properly. This part of the forehead has to go a little bit, a part like that. Okay. So look. There you go. So now I can smooth this a little bit. Just like a small tweaks and adjustments that is gonna make your model a little bit better. There. Perfect. Now I can go with the mask and definitely generate the eyebrows. So let's go get the eyebrow here and there. That's good for me, right there. I think that's a nice one. Yeah, I can modify it a little bit after. So let's go to Subtool, Extract, and yes, I'm gonna extract like that. That's good for me. Accept. I'm gonna release mask, and let's smooth this out like that. Boom, 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 boom. Let's move this down, and I'm gonna Zremesh this to 0.1, something super small, and let's see what results we get. Okay, there you go, that's much better. So I'm going to start pulling this inside like that. Okay, and let's bring this a little bit down. Okay. There you go. Control D a couple of times. Oh no, wait a second. Smooth this so it doesn't. Control D a couple of times. It's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, let's bring this down. And you can go here and release that mask. Okay, let's take this one and there. Okay, let's change the color, something like that, and let's fill that object. Perfect. Let's go back and let's go white here and fill the object too. I can change even the material to I'll do that after. Not yet. I'll do that after. Okay. So That's looking a bit better. Let's see. Okay. I have to make a big adjustment right here. Let's see. Let's go back to the face. Just smooth this out here. Let's bring the cheeks out a little bit to make it a little bit cuter. Okay, that's good. And I can just bring this tiny bit down. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now that I have this, I can just add the eyelash, the upper eyelash. So let's go the same. This is all I need for the eyelash. Then I'm gonna modify it. So I'm gonna extract. That's perfect. Accept. Release the mask. I'm gonna Zremesh this in 0.1, something super low. And let's wait until that progress is done. Let's see, come on. It's taking a while. I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, there you go. Now we have our Zremesh part there. So let's smooth this down here. And move these ones in. And move these ones in like that. And smooth it out so it goes smaller. Move this one up like that. And let's move this one up like that. Like this. Okay? And I'm gonna pull this out. So I'm gonna back face mask. And I'm gonna pull this a lot. Something like that. Okay, now I'm gonna turn off back face mask. I'm gonna bring this down like that. And this up. Something like that. Bring this. And I'm going to Zremesh that. Boom, 0.1 as well. And that was faster. See, fill object. And there you go. Have a really nice, not that nice, but it's kind of like nice eyelash right there. Okay. Okay. So I know that like it makes a big difference when I definitely like add some the eyes for the character. I want to add a pinch. I'm gonna pinch this a tiny bit here. Release the mask. Let's pinch this right there. And smooth this out. Pinch right there and smooth this out. Okay. Perfect. So look how much of our character is changing just with those few changes that we did there. Okay. Okay. Yes, that's good. Yes. No. Let's take the lazy mouse off. Something like that. Yes. Okay. And I need to get rid of this part here. And smooth it out like that. Okay, so I have this PCB. And sometimes I just work like up and down and kind of like, you know, like, oh, I should just change that and I'll change it. And I should change the other things and I change it. So I'm sorry if I change so many things on the go. I just kind of like, you know, go see my model, see if I like it, if I'm not liking it or no. So there you go. Is that? This part should go outside a little bit. Let's try to find the right way for those lips. Look much better. To look much better. Okay. There you go. let's start painting the eyes. I'm gonna go Control D a couple of times, Control D a couple of times, and just gonna make some paint. BSD. I'm gonna turn off C add. I'm gonna turn on RGB, and I'm going to paint with a kind of like grayish, like black grayish in the brown area, like that color. So I'm just going to start painting right there, something like that. Oof, super wrong. This way, right there. Something like this. It's much better. Okay. Let's see. Let's make some artistic eyes here. Something like that. Let's get like something like this. And right there, something like that. Okay, like this. This in the pink, that may be there. Right there it is. Let's add a little bit. Let's turn the RGB intensity. There. Okay. And I might change the material, so change material. And let's go to toy plastic. What is my toy plastic? Right there. I'm gonna fill this out, and then I'm gonna change it back to my skin shaded 4. And there you go, so you can have like a nice highlights there kind of thing. Okay. And let's change this again. Go to the and go this very high around there. Let's go super black. Let's go right in the middle here. Probably, yeah, probably around there. Okay, that's looking cool. I may need to bring this up a tiny bit, like that. Nice. So now that I have that, I can add some shadows in that area too. So let's go back. Bring the intensity down, pick this color and put it here and put it there. Okay. Okay, so that looks better. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna get like a gray tone right here. And I'm gonna add a little bit of a shadow here on top. So our character already changing so much with the eyes, with the colors and stuff like that. I'm gonna add a little bit of red, like all overall. I'm gonna bring the intensity down. Just gonna maybe a little bit up. Oh, that's too much. Like that. Something like this. Perfect. So now we see our character changing a lot. So something that I can do is kind of like add like color to the skin as well. So let's go back to the skin. And I'm gonna pick this one, but I'm gonna make it a little bit darker like that. I'm gonna fill object. Make sure the RGB intensity is up. Fill object right there. I think this is good. I'm going to add some gray areas right here. Bring the intensity down to 20 or something like that. And I'm gonna go probably with reds. Let's go with reds here, like that. And let's bring in the nose, the cheeks, and around the eyes here, and around the ear here. It's kind of like a fast paint right there. Okay, then I'm gonna go pick this color and go with a gray, almost black, and I'm gonna bring this one here. Something like this. Okay. Then I can grab this color, the original one, and like blend this super red right there. Okay. And also I can paint lips super red. So let's go with a really red like that. And I have my BST right there, and I can just paint the lips. So now we see our character is changing so much already. Okay, there you go. I can just pick this color back. I can use taupe, it's too much, pick the red one. Go a little bit darker. Like that. And let's pick something in between. And let's kind of like blend those two colors. There. Right there, we have our character getting there, getting nice, looking super nice. I can even paint this part because we need, let's go 100, and let's go super black here and let's paint this part. Okay, let's change this, oops, pick the color with C, and let's put something like that. Let's go back, C, okay, oops, and I haven't used Zbrush for a while, so I kind of like losing my techniques and stuff and so on. Okay, C. Okay, so there you go. I am going to I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna adjust the eyes a tiny bit. So in order to do that, yeah, I don't like the eyes how they go. I need to change it, so I'm gonna go to geometry, C plugin, and I'm gonna go to Transpose master, Antipost mesh. There you go. So I have Transpose. I'm gonna go W. I'm gonna Control click to unmask the eyes. Click outside, and I'm going to adjust this. I'm gonna go here. Oh, make sure you have symmetry on. Like that. I'm gonna bring this here, like this, and this I'm gonna make a little bit up. Let's take this out. Something like that. Then I can go see plugin T-pose, and that's gonna change the shapes of our eyes. And look, that's changed a lot. It can like give us a little bit of a happy face right there. Okay, that's super good. PST. I'm gonna press C here, or C there, and let's got it right there. Okay, boom, boom, and look how much it changes. Okay, I want to move this part here. It's not looking that good the way I had it there. And I want to bring this up, the ears, like that. That's a much better ear. Boom, boom. Okay, let's go back to this part. Don't turn this off. And let's go here and this. Just this a little bit. And look how nice this is looking. Well, I think it does. Okay, Now I can move with let's take this part here and move this. Yes, like that. Okay, and now I can do something for the dress. I can just mask this out. Let's turn off perspective. Let's go with the mask lasso. I'm gonna go like this too. Let's finish this out right there. Let's finish this out there. Let's change the lasso to freehand. Something like that. Right there. And like that. And let's make this strap not as thin, a little bit more. Okay. Okay. Just like this. Perfect. Okay. So that's good. I want to get rid of this part here. So let's go rectangle and invert this and go like that. Okay, now I can just go and extract on 0 the thickness, extract, accept. And now that is accepted, I'm gonna Zremesh it, probably 0.5. Let's see what it gives us, 0.5. If it gives us nice geometry, that will be enough. Now we have to do different tries. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got. That's not bad at all. Let's turn polyframe, and I like it like that. So now what I can do is going to be ZM, smaller, and press space, extrude all polygons, and let's extrude this dress like that. And that's too big. Right there, I would say. And I can go like Control D a couple of times, and I have my dress right there, and I can pick like a nice red. That, and I can BST 100 and fill object. And we have a really nice dress. Okay, and I'm gonna adjust the arms here. So let's take this. This is what I'm gonna go back to geometry 222. Go down the resolution right there. Let's go with the lasso right here, and invert mask. Go to this part, move it here, and let's take this like that. Something like that, I think so. Perfect. Let's go up again. More subdivisions, and let's see how the dress looks too. We have to adjust some stuff that I don't like. Let's see, because that's the problem. I didn't really pay attention when I was doing my this looks super bad. When I was doing my Zremesh, that I didn't like this. Okay, let's take this BST. No BST. Let's unmask this with mask freehand. Let's unmask this a little bit right there. Okay, and let's mask this now. Right there. Okay, and let's inflate this part. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Let's polish this part here. So, oof, let's turn off the RGB of that polish. Okay, perfect. I'm not liking that much this thing here, because this has to go a little bit like that, and this have to polish this part. Let's go down the lowers a little bit and smooth this out. Let's go up again. And you see, we get like a better shape there. There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay, let's keep working on this stuff. I think shoulders, I don't like them. Sometimes when I do these tutorials, or I kind of rush a lot, so I don't pay attention as much as as much on my anatomy, and that happens, and I don't like it. But anyways, there's nothing else you can do here. Let's go with the easy pinch, and I'm just gonna pinch this part here. Let's take the dress off. Okay. Okay. Feel some part here. I can just even bring the geometry down a tiny bit and smooth this out. Okay, let's see. Just want to have like that division right there, nicer division. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we're pretty much almost done with our character. Let's fix the arm here with this polish. Let's polish this part here. Kind of gets rid of some those inconsistencies. I should have done those arms there definitely, but you know, sometimes you make mistakes like in everything. Okay, so look, now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna mask the head right there. It's gonna go here, it's gonna go there, and something like that. Oof, that looks bad. What happened there? Okay, I don't know, something like this. Perfect. Okay, so I have that, and I'm gonna extract, and let's go like a 0.02 and extract 0.05 and extract. There you go, accept, and I have the hair. Okay, let's reduce this part, and what I'm going to do here, I'm probably gonna dynamesh this part. So let's go do this, let's change this and make it look nicer. Like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that. Probably gonna dynamesh this. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay, perspective. Okay, and I have to go with the head a little bit bigger, man. Let's Let's see. I can just adjust to get a tiny bit bigger here. Like that. With this. Okay, now go with this one. And adjust this as well. Okay, that's looking much better. I like this better. Okay. So there you go. Let's adjust this part. Adjust this right there. Let's dynamish this. Let's go higher. 512. And dynamesh. And this is what we get right there. Okay, something like that. Something like that. Okay. Okay, PDS, and I'm gonna break this in the middle. Nope. In the middle, just like that. And all the way here, something like that. And let's move this out a little bit. This and this one as well, a little bit like that. Okay. And I can smooth this out. PCB. By this time, I'm just gonna have the alpha 28 again. Back again. And I'm gonna do kind of like the hair here. Something like that. With the strands of it. This, smooth it out, and then I'm gonna go with these ones here. There we go. So look how cool our hair is looking now. I change the color. Can you Control D and smooth this out? Boom. And then I can add some strands. Smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. And okay, smooth this out. And you can just go with, oof, what happened there? Ah, that was a big problem. You see what happened in here? That happens for not having like a for not having, how do you call that? For not having a back face mask. So shoot, I might have to go back again. It's not a big deal. I did that super fast, so I can just go back again. Right here, back face mask, and I can just create, okay. Create those strands there again. Something like this. Perfect. Okay, so let's go with the clay build-up. I'll keep building this part here. I do that, those strands, like a nice strands right there. Strands. Something like that. And I can just get my stroke a little bit bigger and smooth out a little bit. That's too much smooth. I would say. Let's finish these ones here. Bum, bum. And I think this part needs to be bigger here. Yeah, something like that. Okay, perfect. Then I mesh this and just smooth out like really simple here, not that hard, just like that. Okay, and now that I have that, I can just use my brush, that is the hair brush. It's just kind of like, you know, kind of like a strands. I think so. I just can, just to give a little bit of detail, but it's not much, you know. Something like this. Okay. So now that I have that, I can probably like put some more here, like that. Okay. Now that I have that, I can add some strands. Okay, so let's go. Let's put the strands, and I'm gonna use these hair tubes. I don't remember what I got it. It was from Danny Mac or someone else. I have to find out because I don't remember. You can look for it in Gumroad. I think it's probably like $5, not too that expensive, but it's super good. Those things. So I go with the multi-thick and I'm gonna like do, oops, you see what happened there? I have to go here, make sure that you take this out of here and just put the stroke. So you can just go to stroke and move it to that side. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to curve modifiers, change the curve fall off, and put this something like that, and a little bit like this. And this should be much better. Okay. So now that I have that, I can just definitely start creating nice strands right there. Okay. Something like that. And let's move it right to the middle here. Okay. Put this a little bit bigger. And that's fine. If it gets like that, I just can just move it like that. Okay. And let's do another one like this, the same. Let's move this one exactly. And if you want to continue with this, make sure that as soon as you have a red line right there, you can continue with that stroke right there. Okay. So press F to zoom out, kind of thing. And let's put another one here, probably the same size, or something like that. Boom. Okay. Make sure you just move it like that. Yes, something like this. Let's move this out. It's too much. Oh, that's too much, too much, too much. Let's go back. Let's leave it like that. Just leave it like that, right there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm just going to auto group everything. So I'm just gonna unmask this. Gonna go to polygroups and auto groups. Okay, so that's gonna give me different auto groups right there. So now I can't press W, click this one, subtool, split on mask points. Perfect, let's go there, and we have that part. Let's go to my strands. I'm in my strands, so I can use BMB, mask by polygroups, make it 100, and let's move this something like that, so you can like get like nice strands right there too. Okay, perfect, something like this. Okay. Something like that. This one's down. Let's move these ones as well, like this. Let's move these ones right in the middle. Okay, so perfect. So we have kind of like those strands let's turn this off. Let's change the color. I can just fill object and fill object right here. And we have our Selena Gomez right there. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Sorry for the lack of content lately, but I hope you enjoyed, learned something new. Let me know if you want any tutorials that you want me to go through. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when I post, so you can be notified when I post a video. Okay, guys, so take care and have an amazing weekend. Bye.